Day 23. All right, what nightmare ensues today? There's so many goals to keep track of. All right, so we're trying to find all of the safes, which are controlled by numbers that are determined by dates. We're still trying to find the right names. Kirk Darren, M. Lowry. Those shouldn't be the right names. Thompson K. I should probably just keep trying all of them. I have all this money. Good $19 allowance now. I don't think any of the names I found are true, but I feel like I should just keep testing them all because I don't want to trap myself in a dead end of like. I don't want to find out that I put off trying a name and then it didn't work. But spending all the steps to go here, then the next place means I'd lose like 10 steps each time. All right, M. Lowry. 4 letters, last name, first name. Okay, so L-O-W-R. L-O-W-R for Lowry. M. Dar. K. Darren. Kirk. Thompson. Kimberly. Okay, let's circle that one. Hey. Yes, I get to feel better about last run even more because it retroactively was this thing. Fucking finally. Alright. Network settings. Terminal timeout settings. The timeout setting controls how long a computer terminal stays connected to the network without disconnecting from the server. The default is immediate. 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. 1 month. I don't... Why do I want it to disconnect? I don't think I want it to disconnect, right? So if I can do this, then I can make them stay connected for the rest of the game. Electronic mail settings. Oh, I could just fucking do this. Okay. So turn the mailbox on everywhere. Check connection. Inbound, outbound connections and electronic mail connections outside of the local area have been temporarily disabled. I don't know how to turn that back on, but that suggests that it can be turned back on. Ooh. Okay. The computers are changing today. User database. Thompson K and Moore K. Baba has personal access, whatever that means. Let's see. O-O-R-K. A-B-B capital A. That should be Babbage. That should be Mrs. Babbage. Or Miss Babbage? I don't remember. So, there it is. Rota H. And whoever Reva D is. Those ones that are expired keys. And 3 additional delisted admin keys. Account created, most drafted room, office. Oh, it keeps track of what rooms they draft, because that's all still part of the canon and stuff. That stuff's goofy. Moore K, loved the laboratory. So Moore and Thompson were both lab people. Laboratory. Recent transfer from Sinka, former executive assistant to H.S. Sinclair, trusted with full admin privileges. Moore. Lead lab technician for Sinka, set up estate terminals and Black Bridge network. Rota. The Baron's valet for 20 years, substituting for Mr. Moore until we find a suitable assistant admin. So they have temporary access because for that reason. That's Rota. So that the person that has the servant quarters letters is also temporarily has admin access, but also is the valet. Miss Babbage, author of all personnel notes. Reva D. Terminated in March 1992 for suspicion of blackmail and not watering the plants. Greenhouse. So is that the gardener that was let go? I think we heard messages about them before. Admin logs. The last cables have finally been laid and office terminal has been connected to the central network. Given the ever-changing nature of the rooms of the estate, we chose to install the server outside the hall to maintain connection stability at all times. A small cavern off the eastern drive was elected for the server site. That's where we are. All remaining computer terminals on the estate are now connected to the network mainframe and will now begin testing remote access capabilities between them. I've also asked the Baron to come up with a name for the network. After some deliberation, our network has been named Blackbridge, a somewhat ominous name for a project given the legend. I just read that story. That's kind of funny, actually. I just read that story right before gaining access to this stuff in the same episode where I gained that password, not knowing the connection. A somewhat ominous name for the project given the legend from which the term derives, though very fitting considering we chose an actual cave to house the mainframe. I only hope that our servers do not suffer that same fate that befell those in the story. Regular maintenance report for more R. R-more, I guess. Fixed a armoire. It's like an actual word. Fixed a connection error that was occurring between the office and the security terminal. We also have added electronic mail capabilities for each terminal that can be accessed via the network. Recording capabilities of all cameras on the estate have been disabled. Additionally, the existing video playback functionality on the security terminal has also been removed. Then just a bunch of deleted stuff. Office and security. So there were cameras for security, but they were disabled? Wait. Oh, just the recording has been disabled. The existing video playback functionality in the security terminal has been removed, but we can see it right now. It has video playback. Unless they meant playing back old records. So a bunch of missing records. As of yesterday, a new admin key created though the requested name doesn't quite fit with our typical length formatting. There's a format breaking admin key. Effective immediately, all electronic mail capabilities have been restricted and now can only be accessed via the office terminal. All other terminal inboxes have been archived and can only be restored via admin control. Does that mean they all have separate inboxes with their own lore now that I can read separately? Temporary access to mainframe and Blackbridge Grotto has been restored to perform routine maintenance. Temporary access to mainframe and Blackbridge Grotto has been restored to perform... That's usual. Updated access privileges for the following account types. Admin access, full access to all features. Personal access, access to user database. Archive access, full access and access to archived admin logs and deleted database entries. Archive access? Let's add that to the thing. Because that seems to be a different layer of access that I have right now. RTA is down while we work on a solution to reported terminal connection failures. RTA is working again, terminal connections tested and confirmed functional. To make future testing easier, added ability to access offline terminals through RTA when Blackbridge is open. Per request, one temporary admin key has been added to the network, RUOTH. Deactivated. That lasted about a month. One new admin key has been added to the network. Tom K. Welcome to the team. That's what I got in with. Thank you for your lack of data security. Granted, not really good data security when it's just based on people's names. Kind of a mistake there. This is very case the golden idol that it would be all come down to me just finding what people's names are. Thompson K. Kimberly Thompson added new data management features to Blackbridge admin control, updated user database. More changing of the guard in preparation for Simon's arrival. Inbound and outbound messages as well as off-site connections from outside the state have been disabled per instructions left by the Baron himself. So they just manually disabled a bunch of features for me, specifically, to make it so I had to deal with it. Data files. Import trophy data. Utilizing the Blackbridge system, we can import trophy data from other save files into the current profile. There's a current way to collect trophies in one file that might be impossible to get in a single profile. Yeah, like the one for getting trophies on your first day. Cannot import the current profile. Yeah. Because one of the trophies is to get to inside of the room 46 on the first day, and you can't do that on the same run. You have to keep going back over and over again. How do I access the other terminals, though? Is it the computer screens in this room, maybe? I thought I was being promised the ability to access the lab terminal from this terminal. I thought that was the point. Maybe I have to go activate it again or something? Or maybe I have to get this door open or something else annoying like that? Just more obstacles? I think that the terminal timeout setting was set to be every day, and now it's for a month. So like now I need to find each terminal and activate it once, and then it's going to be, then it'll remain functionally accurate. It'll functionally remain active on the network for the rest of my playthrough, essentially. I mean, I might go past another month of good days, but damn, that's a long playthrough if I do. I think that's what's going on, is that if I activate them all again, they'll be accessible. They might even be on those 4 glowing screens around the room that I can't do anything with currently. So this is still closed. I still need to try to attach the boiler room to the pump room to try to drain the reservoir and check out the floor. Still have safes to look for. We suspect that one of them is in the room that gave me the clue about the paintings in the first place, which I don't necessarily remember what the room was, but I think I'll recognize it when it comes up again. Do I do another schoolhouse run? Maybe on the trading post. Red room immunity is nice. I don't know if I feel like doing another schoolhouse run right now, so let's accept the shelter. That's a nice power to have. And I believe I don't have a reason to actually go down into the room. No, yeah, I do, don't I? No, I don't. You have to set the time lock safe in order to go back down, in order to actually use it. I'm gonna go ahead and avoid that. It's just a lot of hoops to go through for 1 gem. But that's the reason I almost went down there. I was like, oh right, it's a safe I can open, and all the safes I can open, I believe, always have 1 gem on a little stand. And I want that gem. I want that gem. I want it. I want that gem. I want that gem. So we continue. Ah, I used to seeing a window in this room. Probably been there before, but it's angled in a way where it's easy to miss too. You do the reading nook and library, it tends to do a U-turn. I don't love having the commissary this early because it makes it hard to come back to actually spend the money. The more I go north, the more it becomes a big trek to come back down here. Discover less common floor plans. There's a bit of a weird one where it's like, it's just a 1 chance at 1 less common floor plan. Hello. Treasure map? The middle left room is treasure? Don't know what that means. Maybe they mean if I take a shovel to that room, I'll actually be able to dig up something special and weird. We did Curse of Black Bridge, so next one is going to be Realm and Rune. Going through the list. The game seems to be pretty good at them all feeling impactful on some level. Admittedly, the Curse of Black Bridge didn't necessarily matter, but it was a whole ass story. So it's kind of, I'm kind of just trying to keep it systematic where I can keep track of which ones I've done as best I can. Rotunda, showroom, master bedroom, yep. Still placed none of those. Tragic. I wonder if there's stuff hidden behind the other doors of the mechanical room. and if they're worth trying to get. Oh, oh my god. No. Oh, this run's gonna get spicy. Y'all, this run's gonna be real spicy right out the gate. Okay, I can't afford either of these. So I literally have to place the archive. So I'm immediately losing one of my options. Oh my goodness. I guess this is a downfall of placing the library early, is that the less common things can be dangerous. The trophy room costs 5 gems and then gives you 8. So it gives you a profit of gems, but yeah, I encountered it in steps mode. It's my bad. I encountered it in steps mode, so I didn't have to fully reconcile how that worked. Oh, the shelter! Jesus Christ, I'm fine. I forgot. I forgot that I'm completely fine because I have the shelter. Ah, oh, God, the shock I had there. Yeah, I should not be placing the reading nook that early because then it generates the library, and I need to recognize the fact that the library will spawn rooms I probably can't afford to make. Yeah, that's my bad. I'm using that system poorly. Going back here, because if I want to go that way, I might as well connect from the south, because the hallway is more likely to go straight. Whereas it's a total crapshoot whether the archive will be attached well to anything. Okay, so that's good. The archive's out of the way early, at least. That's an upside. Add security to my thing? Might as well. Let's see. Treasure map. We do not currently have key card. Should be able to attach this to the internet again. Security level low. Offline mode unlocked. Swan song. And now instead of being 1 day or a week or a month, or previously it was set to immediate. Now it'll just stay online. Electronic mail. A chance to see what these are. One's February 10th, 1987. Are these in reverse order? Yes. And there's no more pages, right? Okay. From Anne Babbage, another request. November 5th, 1986. Mr. Darren, if you have any more of those red and blue memo sheets, the Baron has requested a handful of each for a new project he is working on in the clock tower. There's a clock tower? I need to build my deck. Wow. For my part, I can't understand for the life of me why you and the Baron continually insist on confounding my staff and every other person who stumbles upon one of your colored memos. I'm not confident confusion is the best security, but it's not my department, so I'll leave that up to you and the Baron. Anne Babbage. To Anne, on security measures. January 24th, 1987. I'd like to address one potential security... Mrs. Babbage, I'd like to address one potential security vulnerability of having an antechamber lever in the weight room. Is it no longer there? Because I've never seen one there. The weight room? As the years have gone by, the Baron's frequency of working out in this room has gone from once in a red moon to as rare as a man without self-pity. As such, we find this room mostly relegated to guest use, and given that, an antechamber lever is not only unsuited, but also poses a security risk. I advise we either remove it or conceal it and install a secondary lever to control the south entrance. Kirk Darren. Okay. Adding weight room with a question mark to the south objective? Because maybe they did obscure it. Maybe it's still there, and I just haven't seen where it is. And the greenhouse is actually the harder way to get it, although the weight room has more negatives. From Anne Babbage. Mr. Darren, sorry for the lagging reply. I am still learning how to use this machine. Thanks for bringing this issue to our attention. This was not something I had considered, but does seem like a reasonable suggestion. I will discuss it with the Baron during our next meeting. I know he has expressed interest in installing secondary access levers for both redundancy and convenience, so this may be the perfect excuse to allow him to execute those plans, should he still wish to do so. And Babbage. I wonder where it is. I bet it's there, and it's a secret. To Kirk Darren, stop recording. Kirk? Per our last meeting, effective immediately, please suspend all security camera recordings. Live surveillance has been approved, but the Baron no longer wishes to have taped logs of activity on the estate. I know this might seem like a security risk, but I promise good reasoning is behind this seemingly unsound decision. Randolph Moore. That's M-O-R-K. That's Moore-K. Yep. What's one of the other passwords? Let's see. Yeah, we knew that his name was important because he's the one that sent the message to Ruota. But knowing this rule set, he also only distributed his he signs his messages with full first name, last initial, because first initial, last name would give people admin access. It's still a really stupid system, obviously, but in puzzle terms, like he knew not to do that part. Oopsie. Well, now it's time to test the fact that it stays logged in, hopefully. Is it logging in again? Nope, no sound. I need the password to access it, but it doesn't have to log into the dial-up ever again. Remote terminal access. They're currently offline, so I have to log them all back in. Oh. Wait. Okay, attach the laboratory. Yes. But I can do the Blackbridge connection like once a day or something? I thought I had to log them in manually on site. Okay, well let's start a cool experiment then. Especially if it causes permanent changes. Spread dirt on the driveway? That must mean dig spots. Add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. A letter will be delivered to the mailroom. What? Huh. Okay. That one sounds like the most important one. It probably gives you either fun lore, or it might be a source of one of the red letters. Maybe not, because those are supposed to all be tied in safes behind locks, right? But the next 3 times you open a locked trunk, whenever you draft a shop room. Okay, none of these things will happen very often. Locked trunk is capped at 3. Whenever you draft a shop room, there could be 3 shop rooms, because that counts the kitchen, the commissary, and so on. So that's a reasonable one that locks into what I want to do already, whereas like opening 3 locked trunks is most reasonable, but it sucks to lose the keys that way, so I'd rather not. Let's do whenever you draft a shop room, a letter will be delivered to the mailroom. So now my goal is to build, I want to draw shop rooms, all the yellow rooms. I think the laundry one counts too. And I want to play a mailroom so I can actually find these. I have not done a mailroom for a while. I made it so the mailroom always gives you a package at the front next day, but I don't tend to find it as often as I would like. Experiment started. Let's see. Log into network, I guess. Because now I'll be logged in for a month. So I guess the real reveal here isn't that I can access things remotely with a Blackgate connection. Like, that's fine, but I can do that. That's once a day. The big reveal is that the Blackgate computer makes things attached to my network, makes it so they can stay logged in for a month. And that means that if I access them at any time in a given month, it'll stay logged in for ages. And I only have to use the Blackgate connection to reconnect it if I let it expire after a whole day. But the logout timer being stopped is a big deal. Data transfers? Still don't have that, so Blackgate didn't give me that. I thought it would. Staff services, remote terminal access, electronic mail. There we go. Those are the same ones. Oh, it says security. Oh, I lost my connection. I thought I could only do this once a day. I'm connecting again. Maybe it saves which one I connected to and lets me redo that one. Experiment setup. Pause. Okay, so logging the network does not give me in. And I guess laboratory doesn't have email, regardless. It doesn't have emails for me to not have access to in the first place, unlike the other ones. Okay. We're still unveiling stuff like crazy. This is a wild experience. Money and observatories are both good. Let's do the parlor for the gems. My goal is always to get as many gems as I can as quickly as possible, because I will run out. It's so hard to keep your gem economy going. It's like my highest priority at all times. The gems are in the only box with a true statement. One of the other boxes is true. The gems are only in the other box are... The gems are in the only box with a false statement. So obviously they can't both be true, but they're especially not true because there can't be only one with a false statement, only one with a true statement. Only in the one with the... Let's see. One of the other boxes is true. This one's probably true. One of the other boxes is true. And then... if it's this one, only the ones in the false statement, that means this one that's lying is the one that has the gem in it. That's just how the math works out for how they're... Yep, just always got to stick to the rule of, like, there could only be one of each. Or, sorry, there has to be one of each. There definitely doesn't only have to be one. Gem! Because I'm back in a run where I have to worry about these little fuckers. I need to find a goddamn king. Have I still not seen a single king in any room? Did I forget about it? And the master bedroom seems like it's logically where I would find a king. Gotta wonder how I'll ever get there. Good place for a drawing room. Commissary chapel. Honestly, a good place for a dead end. Because I'm already going to be able to snake around it in every other direction. So let's see if they give me a hallway to place from the main room. Not what I meant. A literal hallway. Gymnasium. Non-ideal. Could do secret passage and then summon a shop. Just to get that going, I guess. Might even get a cool one. Since they're forced to give you 3 options. Mount Holly gift shop has a good number of openings. And it's free, which is nice. These 2 dead ends will be kind of rough. I do want a laundry room because I want to be able to play around with that, but the further north I place the laundry room, the more convenient it'll be for rearranging my resources. Whereas this is kind of the nonsense, not important one. Alright, so there's one new letter in the mailroom. And given that these kinds of rooms have been added to the system... Let's see, the swim trunks, yep. Cursed coffers. A permanent addition to the shrine, no one would dare to open it. Huh. I think I'll get it just because it's permanent. Let's unlock everything that's permanent in this game. The shrine. Isn't that the room where I put money in to get a blessing? Let's find out now. Well, I don't want to draw that from here because I want to use the drawing room to get the best RNG. Or opportunities thereof. Goddamn passageway. Can I reach the foundation from that secret passage? I can reach it via the hole I have out front that's opened up, but I can't access the elevator until I either get I need to get either the access card or I need to turn off the power, because I think that would also make it work with how it normally works. I guess we'll put the corridor here. It's kind of an awkward use. I want to wrap back around to the right. You fucker. Yeah. Hallway's fine, I guess. Nice strong central path, I guess, down the middle at the moment. Another den. The commissary is one of my goals right now. We're kind of up here. I don't know if this is an amazing spot, but 2 letters in the mailroom now. What's today's stuff? Salt shaker, which means more steps. Could commit to that now to have access to it. Compass shovel. Sledgehammer costs a bit more. I'm gonna go for the salt shaker because it'll give me more steps throughout the run. And hope that's worth it. You never know how many food things you'll actually find. But obviously I do want the shovel if I'm gonna pursue that treasure later. Hallway doors are always unlocked, but it's expensive. Office, spread some cash around. I'll get a gem back from the office. There's a slight bit of awkwardness, which is that when they say hallway outdoors, do they mean all hallways or just this hallway? The thing called a hallway. Is that also the category? They're all called halls, right? I assume it's all of them. Just like when they say green rooms and stuff like that. I'd like them to always be unlocked, but the gem situation is going to become a problem. Let's do the office so I don't hit 0 gems right now. But this should give me a gem, I believe, like always. Yep. Consistent. Knowing my luck, I'll now immediately draw the room that lets me condense the money into one room, and I'll be sad. But right now, there's a decent chance I'll have to backtrack anyway. The data transfer still don't work. Right, this is the mail I'm used to having access to. That's all there really is to do in this room. The back of the lock? I guess so. The chapel. Well, I'm out of money. So maybe we'll draw some beautiful, sexy dead ends. Although, this is the only place to access the foundation. Unless I access from beneath. Oh, right, the chapel doesn't even do anything right now. I'm so bad at remembering that. So the storeroom for a gem or gain access to the foundation instead of losing it. Ah. The observatory could give me a better reward. I did just lose my last gem, but it might give me gems, like even a bunch of them. Apple. So between this and the salt shaker, apples can give me +2, 3 steps. Okay, this was not great. We don't know if I'll even find an apple. We have access to the observatory, the foundation, but there's never anything in this room besides dig spots, and I don't have a shovel, so not a reason to go in there yet. I'm running out of all my stuff. The workshop is interesting, but I don't have the ability to do anything with it yet. But we will want... It's decently high up, so it'll be accessible, potentially, unless we reach a dead end very soon. And there's always an item in here, isn't there? That's how it works. So I get the magnifying glass this time. Ooh, it's security anyway, so I can't go this way. I was about to say I don't want to go north anyway, because we're getting really high up here and I don't have any gems, so I really need to get back and try to deal with that. I assume that I can't do anything with the treasure map. It's not even an option. Yeah. Let's lose some steps running back. I don't love my build right now. I'm not confident in how things have turned out so far. Yeah, let's go back to the drawing room. Give it a go from there. Unfortunately, I think we're going to be using our chance to draw more times just to try to draw decent, cool rooms that don't cost gems. I'm supposed to maximizing my... Fuck! God damn it, I can never keep everything in my head at once. I'm supposed to be looking for all the coins that have been distributed. Damn it. I'm trying to successfully navigate and keep my long-term goals going, and I'm like, right, I'm supposed to be checking every one of those rooms I just walked through for the coins I just distributed. Well, I found 6 of them. Gain the ability to use gems to redraw rooms, but I'm also kind of screwed there. Kind of a waste of a gymnasium because I'm immune to it right now anyway. Be cool to at least maybe get a dead end or something. These two are just 1 gem. The darkroom is slightly better because I am immune to it and it lets me continue building north. And so we can get the darkroom out of the way so it doesn't become a problem. And there's the access card. Okay. Shit. Where is security? A few rooms back. Let's go back there and turn and change security to high now. But my step economy is not going great right now, so I don't... This isn't my favorite choice that I'm doing right now. Alright. Oops. Hey, there's the coins though. Of the ones that are scattered. Were any of them in this room? I think I missed checking this one. I made it all the way to here, my penultimate room in the route I was taking before I remembered the fucking coins. Alright, well I found a decent number of them. For now. We can't afford the garage. Turning right is kind of redundant because I can already access that room, so I'd like to go north. Or just get a cool dead end. Den for the gem, or the storeroom for a gem and a key. I think I'm gonna go for the storeroom for the gem and the key. And then try to build around. But we want to go up 1 more and turn left. Am I there? 1, 2, 3, 4... No, it's 5. The storeroom just, I guess, can have a dig spot too. But it's not the one that's on the treasure map. I don't have a shovel. Nope. Alright, well this has been a chaotic build. The vault is really expensive. All the options are dead ends, and the coolest dead end I can't afford. I really do want the keys for that too. At least the bedroom closet gives me items. I never end up connecting it to a bedroom, but maybe we shouldn't let ourselves be limited by that. We should still let ourselves get the items. Those are not amazing items. A die is nice and a key is nice, but no itemy items is kind of a bummer. Alright, so this will turn into dead ends now. So I guess we'll go right back out here again. Check out the opposite side of this hallway. We only have 2 doors total, but now the workshop is accessible via a key card. God, the den's the only one that doesn't dead end me. I can redraw once. Is that worth it, though? Just hope for a better thing than just the one gem den. I might have to place the den just because I don't have the gems, so even if I redraw, I probably won't get anything that I can place. That's good. And stuff that has a bunch of doors tends to either be a red room or expensive. There goes one of my keys. Ah. The pool is nice, although I'm kind of trying to build... I would like to build the draft room or whatever. The one that lets me get a new card, and I want to get the... and I'm trying to build the mail room and as many shops as possible, so that thing adding 3 new things to my deck that aren't very helpful kind of sucks. I mean, the locker room is good for keys, but I just mean, like, it's going to further dilute my deck and make it harder to draw the things I'm currently trying to draw for my current goal. It gives me 2 doors, which is good, but none of them are to the left, so I'm losing access to the left, and I want to be able to reach that point to find out what the treasure is, which I don't know if the treasure will require, I don't really know if the treasure is going to cost me what, or whatever, if it'll be a key, or something you just open for free, or if you needed the shovel. There we go, finally some food for my salt shaker. You... I can redraw to hope to get the treasure, that's about it. It didn't give me any options that go that way. Let's use the dice. Gymnasium. Okay, West Wing Hall, the cheapest one. I don't want to impact my steps with a gymnasium right now. I'm not doing amazingly from that front. Alright, what's in the treasure room? Her ladyship's chamber would be nice to play. Walk-in closet will give me 3 gems. Yeah, have I placed the boudoir yet? Not yet either, so that'll give me 10 steps. Showroom is good, but it's a straight line, so it's better to place it as not a dead end. Alright, so we have a queen this run. There's a gem. What the fuck was that? Oh, it's the map. What the fuck? Why is it coming out of the side of my butt? Oh, treasure map. This looks like the spot. And if I... Nah, alright. We still have to dig. Just dig in the middle of her room to get the treasure map? Uh-huh. Alright, so now I know I can bring a shovel here. So we should work on that. Which I can get one at the commissary, not far away. I'll consider that when I get back to the workshop. For now, we're doing what we can with the step economy we have. Locked. Not great. Okay, so commissary for the shovel. But also, we're gonna go that way for a bit. To see if we can survive walking around a bit. So I think I want to hope that I can draw a kitchen and spend the rest of my money on steps. Shovel. Yeah, if I go back right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll be down to 4 steps when I come back here. But like, I don't want to lose the ability to make it there. Oop, some more money. Okay, now I found most of the money. That's good. But I need to draw a kitchen so I can actually get some food. We're still immune to this room. And the I don't want the super shovel, it's evil. I want the super hammer, but I don't have the hammer. Could buy it, but then I need a few other things to make the super hammer still. Okay, this is a good branch to give me more doors, because I'm not doing great there. The vault. I gotta go for the walk-in closet for the gems it promised me, and the items it comes with. So now I have 7 gems, not bad. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I now can't get back to the treasure no matter what, as far as my current step count goes. So we just gotta hope I draw the dining room or the kitchen soon. The bedroom helps. The nursery kills this run. The courtyard gives me options to move. And I can afford that part nicely. Ooh. Just really gotta hope they give me the dining room. We're so close. The next level, if I get the dining room, it'll even instantly be the big food. Alright, so this is free. The dining room. There we go. Blessed be my bullshit. Ta-da! And I also get to have the lunchbox. I can't wait for the boiler room, which I might not draw. I probably won't draw the boiler room because it requires the sink. Pfft, the pool. So, red ring 5 gain 10 steps. That should be now? Yep. And it's 11, because I guess the salt shaker applies to those too. Okay, steps are good. So, at some point this run, I'll go back to the ladies' chamber and open the door north of it, check things out, but also get the treasure and so on. Right now, this is where I am, so we should obviously do what I can. I guess the metal detector detects lunchbox, so it's a metal lunchbox. I know those existed in the abstract, because I think the ones in media tend to be metal, but the ones I've seen in real life are not. Man, I want to make a freezer. But it doesn't say that you can enable it manually. It says it just does that. So it's like, it's really hard for me to ever place the freezer, because it's like you're sacrificing the run you're on right now. As far as I can interpret it, it seems like it literally gets rid of your current setup. I want to place the vault in the off chance I can get the vault keys, but otherwise it could be really lame. But I will have a ton of money, which is nice. Just losing half my gems right now is kind of sad. It's rare. I should be spawning it whenever I can, with the hopes that it makes my runs crazy. Lockpick! Man, I need to keep an eye out. I probably have missed that before. The fact that items can be hidden in a place like that. More? A key. Nice, I was out of keys. Alright, so hopefully I get a thing I can use in here. I have a ton of money now, so the kitchen will give me a lot more steps. Or I can save it up for a gift shop thing. Nope. Watch that, the lockpick never worked because I'm getting it fairly late in the run. Oof. So I can't reach the door above me now. Storeroom and laundry room are both dead ends. Laundry room is valuable. This turns towards the courtyard, which I already have access to. So I guess let's do the laundry room. Mail, yep, and this counts as a shop room. So we have a lot of mail in the mail room. Please give me the mail room. Or maybe the mail room doesn't reset that part. That'd be nice. Let's swap gem and coins. And then gems and keys. And keys and coins. It's rough because I have such a disparity right now. If I had tons of gems, I could spawn whatever rooms I wanted, but I at least would like to be able to split my coins between keys and gems. Like, maybe if I can find the locksmith, I can spend my money on keys, then turn the other half of my money into gems, and then be set for the run. Right now, if I turn them all into gems, I'm kind of in a bad spot. So then I can't buy any more steps. But the game does give you a fair amount of money. fact that it's 1-to-1 rate is wild. Let's do it. I can just go crazy and spawn whatever I want. At this exact moment, I'm not starving for steps, and if I am careful, I could even math it out where I could come back here and turn the back. I still have 2 coins. Why is that? I wonder. Weird. Alright, well I have 54 gems, which is fucking absurd, but now I can spawn whatever I want, except for the fact that doors can be locked. Oh no. Let this one door not be locked, or I have no doors I can open, and then I have to go back. Okay, thank God. Jesus Christ. I have to spawn the pool, which is a dead end. Oh my God. Okay, everything sucks. I'm down to 1 door is my biggest concern right now. I need a key for it. I'm gonna summon the bunk room and hope it generates 2 keys, which it has like a 1 in 3 chance of doing. It didn't. But now I can turn my coin into a key. No, I can't, can I? Gift shop commissary. There wasn't any movement. It was old gadgets. Gift shop didn't have food. There's 3 letters in the mailroom, and I don't know if they stick around the next day. No. I need a shovel for the place. But I do want to keep my money for the commissary. Man, okay. I already have the shovel. What? I completely blinked. When did I get the shovel? Wait. I bought the salt shaker at the store. Did I buy the salt shaker and the shovel and forget I had the shovel? No. Right? I was in the chamber. I was in her ladyship's chamber and I did not have a shovel because it says if only I had something to dig with. Okay, so now I don't need money for that. I only need money for steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. My steps are pretty okay. I don't need food right now. And the food I do get will get amplified a bit. So I can... can you turn your money into keys? You lose 5, right? Or you lose more? You lose 10. Ugh. The fact that I can't distribute these resources and split them up at all. Ugh. Yeah, it costs 10 instead of 5, so I can't turn my money into keys. Too expensive. Man, do I get myself 54 keys just so I can continue? Is that the desperation we're living with right now? That's sad. What does the mailroom cost to generate? I gotta do it, I think. Man. The fact that I dead-ended that hard so that my only remaining doorway is the one that I know is locked really got me in trouble. I'm sure that I made decision-making mistakes here regardless. Wait, that's a... It's a very powerful room to have access to, but it's very kind of upsetting to work with when you essentially have a giant pile of one resource and then zeros of everything else. You kind of need everything. Yeah, I know I had the shovel in this room because I thought about using the super shovel. I was on my way back. Did I go through and buy the shovel on a return? I don't remember what I did. My memory is shaky in a game like this sometimes because of the fact that we've done the same action so many times, sometimes even in the same day. That I'm like, I don't remember if I've done it today. I guess I don't know if the treasure is going to cost a key, so it's kind of nice that I have keys for that too. Because if I was down to one key, then it might be a dilemma between using it on the treasure and using it there. Looks like the spot. Time to start digging. This is exciting. We've never had a treasure map before. Don't know if it's a plot thing. Or if it's just a one-off chance of getting like a good chest or something. One of the lost coffers of Mount Holly. Hello. That looks like gems and coins. 25 coins and 3 gems. I'm vindicated a bit. That's good. Oh, thank God. And now I could rearrange. Fucked up her floor. I could even rearrange my resources slightly if I ever made it back there, but it's a lot of steps. So it's not ideal. You can't pick up the umbrella, right? No. Okay, so it's not a plot thing, but you do just need a shovel on the map, and you get a decent haul. Anything that's just an additional way of getting gems is good. The gems seem to mostly be a knowledge check. There's just a lot of ways of getting gems that are like you uncovering a special little thing. Okay, so I don't care about the lab. Right? Because I've already accessed the lab indirectly. The break room will give me a key card tomorrow. And also a potential reward for solving a math puzzle that shouldn't ever be particularly hard. Spine and pine. Have I just never... Okay, this is a rough one, but whenever I'm this late in the level, it's kind of hard to keep track of my map stuff. Oh yeah, spine... Alright, so... Spine. Pine. Letter is S. But I do get to awkwardly add that to the other page where I've been putting my updated stuff. Okay. As expected, it spells the word small on this row. Something we count. Small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. I don't know what the top row is going to be. I think I might be wrong about part of my guess there. I don't know which part. I'm not sure what word would be on the top row. I also don't know if I understand the clue yet. Something count small gates. 8 dates crack 8 safes. 8 dates crack 8 safes is very straightforward. That part makes perfect sense to me. The first 4 words, something count small gates. I'm like, what are you talking about? What is our other clue? Find among the white blank under 2 stones. The white blank under 2 stones. I don't know what that word is, and it might be really important understanding it. But I'm not sure where the last page of music might be. Could I have missed out on there being music? There's a coin. In the dance room? The dancing hall? Or did I do that? Or did I don't know if I did. I don't remember if I found music in the dance hall or not. I feel like I probably did. Whoa! Rules for staff. +1 point per consecutive dartboard solved during breaks. Each week, point totals reset, and weekly leader gets an extended lunch. They were keeping track. I don't think I noticed that the writing changed. Probably when I changed this into the break room a while ago. 2 + 1 is 3. 3 squared is 9. Is that how that works? Okay. 1 + 5, 25. -5 is 20. 1 squared is 1. 1 times 8. 1 squared times 18 is still 18. 18 divided by 9 is 2. silver key. We have a special key. At this point, we only want special keys because I have so many keys that they're individually useless to obtain unless I convert them into something later. This is an okay place to put the silver key. It'll give me access to both north and right. I mixed direction systems there. Oh, but lockpicking worked. Oh, the dove coat. So this lets me rotate them. The struggle is I also want to place the dove coat and not just use its power. Damn. Let's rotate the floor plans. There, now the pool is upside down so I get both directions out of it. The gymnasium would devastate my step count right now. We don't want that. The ballroom, I don't remember. Set my gems to 2 every time I come here. Not the worst idea. Oh, this is a good source of steps though. And I'm trying to place mailroom and shops are my priority right now. This does not accomplish that goal. Although it could give me the gems I need. Ugh. But the step economy of walking back here over and over again to set my gems to 2 is also rough. I think I'm gonna do it. I want to preserve my 2 gems. So now I have 2 gems every time I come here. I can double check. Oh yeah, it's these. Yeah, it's 2 pages. Under 2 white stones or whatever. Was that it? Under 2 stones, yeah. The middle bit of my passage. Okay, so I can come back here to get 2 steps every time I go deeper into this process. Or 2 gems. Oh no. Am I drawing dead ends only? Are you serious? Okay, okay, security is a gear. Is it that bad? Do I not have a single other gear? Workshop, 2. Okay, assuming it doesn't give me a diagonal, I will presumably have access to either forward and left or forward and right. And not just have a dead end here. At least it doesn't cost gems, I guess. No forward. Left and right? Left and right, okay. Let's place a cool dead end here. Oh, I still have a silver key? Oh, yeah. Kinda garbage. The boiler room won't accomplish anything. The aquarium also doesn't accomplish anything. Oh, it gives me another letter. Yeah. That counts. Please give me a turnip. Or a gem. It's a rock. I think I'll risk 1 gem, then go back to grab another one for the next gem. You're kidding me. It's a dead end. It's only dead ends. This will give me more steps, but for what purpose? So it's promised plus 10 down there for the boudoir. The study, but I can't use it. Or the garage, but I can't use it. I can't power the garage, and it's 3 keys I don't need at all. Oh, let's do the study. I think the study is the room I keep not drawing because its effect doesn't seem useful to me, and it's probably where this is. It's you. Okay. There's a safe in this room. Yes, that's right. That's why I saw that, because I saw the layout of this, and there's a safe, right? Is that... That's a queen, right? No king? Is that a black king? Let's see. Just trying to look at like illustrations of kings and queens a bit. Just to double check. This is the queen, right? Okay, I found a screenshot of the board I was trying to work with the puzzles for. And yeah, the king has that type of crown that like has like a skeletal structure to it and then a cross on top. The pointy one is the queen. Felt like I was insane for a second there. Did I write this room down already? Let's see. It's the study. My handwriting is bad, and these are not alphabetical because they're handwriting. Study. Black queen. Alright, so I have another queen. So, and this is an easier one to draw usually than her ladyship's chamber. So that's another queen. I need to find a room that has a king in it so I can do this fucking puzzle. I'm so sorry if I just like already have found one and just don't remember and didn't write it down or something, chat. Sturdy study, face ace. You can see how I messed up the idea of there being a which letter you keep. Because it's only, I think you're only given one example. I don't know if it's possible, it's a little time limit, but I need to remember blah, artwork for all the rooms in the house. They did this in a hurry. There's that. King. On D8. D8 as in date? Because these are all dates, hahaha. There's the Black King. Ooh. Alright, so this run is dead. So my current goal is to figure out what this puzzle is. Crafting room, face, ace, 44 letters. Thursday. Thursday's not a day of the month. Can I open this? Let me check my notes really quick. Did I write something down when I was pursuing this room, or did I simply notice that there was a safe in the blueprint and don't have any more plan beyond that? Nope, don't see anything useful in my actual stuff. Okay, so their dates so far. The bourgeois was solvable via the room itself. There's just the photo in the corner. Small, straightforward clue. The study, not study, the office was counting statues. It's also just a room and a puzzle in the room, although a somewhat more obtuse one than Christmas. The time-locked safe is the time-locked safe in the bunker. That's technically solvable in the same room if you wait a long time. There's no dates in the entire room. No calendar, no notes. The only note here just says Thursday, but Thursday is not a number I can go off of. We have a king and a king on D8. D8. How do you turn the letter D into a date? It's funny to me that just sounds like the word date to me. If you spelled the word D8, you'd pronounce it date. Oh shit. December 8th. D for December. There it goes. There we go. We end this run on some kind of victory after just a mess of things. All right, so this is room 2. Let's see. Where's my page of notes? There we go. Study. I have half of them now. December 8th. M. Be prepared for our plans to be set in motion in a month or two. It's all lining up, and all our hard work is about to come to fruition. I have just learned that several members of the museum's guard are sympathetic to our cause. We suspect 2 more to be pure opportunists whose loyalty extends only to their own coin purse. Your uncle has already agreed to let us use Mount Holly's flexible floor plan for a trial run, assuming the red print we have secured of the museum's closed exhibit is in fact accurate and up to date. We should begin these trials without delay once you arrive. If you can within the next 2 months fabricate some fiction that might alleviate us of the presence of servant staff. Until we meet on the shore of the White Sands, Caleb. The closed exhibit. The doors in this room are security locked. There's like a crown in there. Do I get to have it? Yes. Do they normally have floor plans attached to them? Am I insane? I just got really paranoid. Have I been like clicking out of them before I finish this because I think I'm done reading them? Because the pages are over? I don't know. I didn't miss it this time. Okay. If you've been yelling at me over that, I'll double check. I mean, the ones we have access to are mostly pretty easy to get, so I would definitely check them again. Fuck. Huh. So it's a room that has something cool in it, probably, but you can only get through it via security, which is relatively manageable, not completely unreasonable. I definitely would like more upgrades that increase the number of gems I get at the beginning of a day, please. I got 2 once. An entire gem mine, and I get 2 gems a day. What the please. Let's see. Even the gem economy doesn't make sense if, like, they said that we only mine 2 gems per day, but all of the stuff I'm using, like my money and keys, are all in like the economy of resources that are inside of this overall building. So you think that I'd be increasing the number of gems in the mansion by 2 every day, which should make them more common to find. Let's see. Related to our cause. Yep, alright. Well, neato. I accomplished something, and now I'm down to 6 steps. How far can I even make it with that? 1, 2. Alarm would give me the gems I don't even need. Yeah, that didn't even pay off. So if anything, I could have used the... I was better off replacing the bedroom, because I think it was going to arch down here and let me do a different room. Because I never actually used the gems Alarm was going to give me, didn't I? I should just go to the break room and rest, yeah. I'm sad to not use all my resources here, but I'm not going to be able to do much about that. Ultimately, did not get to use take my mail, so for now, I guess we're just going to have to hope that the mail persists next run, and well, just future runs in general in the mail room, and I'm just like adding to its overall collection. Otherwise, unfortunately, just never got to capitalize on the point of this run, necessarily. Alright, so I'm in where I want to rest. Where's the office? Way down there. Okay, yeah. I was going to double check it's safe, and I never placed the boudoir. Yeah, so I cannot check the office safe this run, but I promise I'll double check them in the future just to make sure I didn't miss an entire blueprint attached to them. Jesus Christ, that was... that would be pretty devastating to find out that I missed out on them. In which case I'd have to make the bunker spawn again, and then I'd probably honestly just stand there for an hour until it opens this time, just to get through it. But I'd like to check the other ones first to be sure. The boudoir and the office. I don't remember there being any evidence of a blueprint before, so maybe not. This one did talk about a specific plan, so maybe the floor plan being included with a letter is just a unique little thing tying to that bit of story. But it would make a lot of sense for all of the letters to give you a floor plan, because that's a bit of progress in a very tangible way. Gives you a treasure trail to chase, essentially. Alright, well, let's give myself a keycard tomorrow. At least there's that. We definitely made some forms of progress and learned some things, so I don't feel so bad. But, whew. Some major misplays on my end and some struggle moments. This time I'm 4 rooms short of a full house. I would like to maximize the floor plan at least once. Lavish shopping center of the dead. 12 dead-end rooms and 4 shops. That's apparently a record number of dead-end rooms. I've never had it called out as a stat before, I don't think. Alright.